You
So
must tell us a lot about this in the coming section. I want to hear about it.
okay, thank you. And I have also worked in different international organizations, including European Union, ASEAN Development Bank, ASEAN Productivity Organization, United Nations Development Program, and World Bank projects.
Hello and welcome to the Industrial Kingdom podcast, the manufacturing and agriculture show for the MENAT region. I am Valerie Zakka, the founder of the Industrial Kingdom Consulting Services. Our team of industry experts offer international advisory for organizations in the manufacturing and the agricultural landscape, technical consulting services, as well as consultancy for growing, scaling, and adding new product lines around the MENAT region. Today, I am very happy to receive Mr. Yusuf Tokdemir from Turkey. Welcome, Yusuf.
Hi, Valerie. Thank you.
So, you're welcome. Continuing in the series of Meet Our Experts, Yusuf is a really very valuable new member of the consortium in the Industrial Kingdom. He is an agri-food value chain expert, and today he will be sharing with us his experience. Yusuf is now all the way with us from Ankara in Turkey.
Yes,
Hoş geldiniz Yusuf Bey.
Hoş bulduk. Merhaba. Hi. Hello.
So, Yusuf, please, for the viewers and listeners who don't know you, can you please tell us a bit about yourself and your participation to the industrial sector through the years?
Thank you, Valerie. It is a pleasure to be here.
Welcome.
Thank you. I have worked in different industries. First one is the pharmaceutical industry, and then food industry and agribusiness, so agriculture. So, and also water and chocolate. There are different business areas, but my key expertise area is agri-food industry, agriculture and food industry. So many years. I am the first the executive establishing baby food industry in Turkey and Middle East.
Wow.
So,
really?
Really, yes. We have produced different baby food products in Ankara and exported to Central East Europe, Central Asian countries, Middle East, and North African countries. So I have worked there approximately 14 years. So,
you must tell us a lot about this in the coming section. I want to hear about it.
Okay, thank you. And I have also worked in different international organizations, including European Union, ASEAN Development Bank, ASEAN Productivity Organization, United Nations Development Program, and World Bank projects. So in total, these were in agriculture, agribusiness, food industry development or growth, innovation altogether, and healthcare sector also. So different areas I worked. It starts from the farm to the fork, to the table. So this is my background. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So I know there's so much we can talk about because of your extensive expertise, but we have to kind of condensate a bit. Let us talk a bit about your experience in staying competitive in the agri-food industry. Okay, so as you've worked with the top organizations in the agri-food landscape, according to what you've seen working with your clients and beneficiaries of the programs you've worked in, what are the key key factors that keep agri-food businesses competitive?
Yeah, excellent questions. Yes, it is very, very important. I believe that in agri-food industry, we are talking about this, the most important parameters are the capability of the organization. So it means that the effective talent management, capacity and expertise, the first one.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and second one, innovation culture. How is the innovation culture in the
Yes,
organization?
totally.
It starts from the leadership or top management of the organization. And
So top down, it's not only
yes,
from the production side.
no. Yeah,
You
top
think
down.
innovation and innovation culture is spread across the organization, not focused in one section of the company?
No, not one section, all of the sections of the organization. It covers, it includes the finance, for example, marketing,
Wow,
production,
even finance must be
or
innovative.
human resources also. All of the units of the organization should be in the innovation culture but it should start from the top management.
Yes.
And a global mindset. So internationalization is very, very important. Otherwise, international competitors, it is not easy. It will be very difficult. And also financial situation, financial funds or access. This is very important. And collaboration culture in the organization, and also strategic alliances or strategic collaboration.
Yes, totally.
With international organizations or it may be private sector, it may be universities, so it may be government, so many parameters, and the implementation of the technology, new technology. So,
Yes,
yeah,
I know.
artificial intelligence. So these are digitalization is very, very important. So, and an effective brand management, marketing strategy. It is very, very important, or critical parameters or key drivers in the growth of the company or organizations.
That is such a good 360 approach. Like, one wouldn't think when asking this question that this would be the answer, but this makes total sense. It has to be coming from so many different angles.
Yes, so many different angles. All are the key drivers for an organization to grow or innovate. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, you mentioned internationalization, like a global mindset or that factor. A company in agri-food business should adopt this, even if they are not currently looking to export, because I'm trying to analyze what your answer is. It because also they have to compete against imported products that are international as well, or?
Yes, they have to compete with the import products also. So how they compete with them? So they should increase the visibility in internal market, and also, of course, external market. But if they are working in the internal market or domestic market, they have to increase the awareness of the customers or consumers, and also visibility of the company. Otherwise, it is not possible to compete. And a pricing strategy there should be. And also they should use high technology and make benchmarking with the import products and also domestic products, aid products. So they have to make a risk assessment and make a benchmark, and then they make a decision how they will compete in the domestic market.
Yes, so you've seen this through working with different agro businesses around the world. So it's not just in like the MENA region, right?
No, everywhere. I think every country or in different parts of the world, I think they are similar, because everywhere we have competition. In any country we have a competition. So each organization or company should make a risk assessment. But it means that pricing factors or visibility or technology or marketing strategy or production process and packaging, branding. There are many factors, they have to benchmark with the competitors. Otherwise, they shouldn't know what are the key drivers or how they will compete against these competitor or import products or competitors. That's
Got
easy.
you.
Yeah.
Yes. I can see you have a lot to say about that topic based on so much experience. And I know from our conversations that you've worked in the production as the production itself, so not just strategically on the top management level. So as through your work in the manufacturing section, you've worked on product development and shelf life extension, right? This is a very critical topic that we discuss a lot in our industry. It is a problematic issue for many, like usually it's a pain point for many manufacturers, from small one to large ones, right? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I have worked in manufacturing operations. Yes, in agribusiness side and crop production, and then process warehousing, controlled atmosphere storage, cold storage, and then grading, sorting, and warehousing, packaging, and also processing side. Yani food manufacturing, if we say. Of course, in food manufacturing, we have to compete with other companies. If we have a food product, and we should benchmark to the competitor products. And then if our product shelf life, for example, is not okay, is not sufficient to compete with the competitors, we have to improve, optimize the process parameters or technology or packaging, for example. So there are different parameters to improve our products. Shelf life is a problem. Food safety is a problem. I see that in different organizations, especially food safety. There are different parameters. Food safety, not only microbial, it is physical, chemical, biological, or allergenic. So we should cover all of these when we search on these or when we study on these. So it should start from the farm, or we should check all the value chain or supply chain, along the supply chain, these factors, warranty, food safety, or chemical composition. It should be safe, and green products. So, and should be safe in the shelf life. So,
yes. So you're saying that first we start with the food safety, that starts from the beginning of the supply chain, and once we've covered that aspect, then we can tackle the product shelf life.
Yes,
did I get that right?
Right.
Can you give us some examples of projects you've done on that, and what difference you were able to make?
Okay. When I work in baby food industry, we have developed more than 30 different SKUs or products for Russian market. And, baby food regulation is different from the adult regulation, adult food regulation. Yeah. So parameters or food safety parameters are different. Therefore, we analyzed all the raw materials in the field and in the factory, and they were aligned with the European Union regulation. And then we produced new products at first laboratory level, and then the production level, and trial productions we have performed. In 4 months, we produced all the products and then sent to Russian Federation, and then Nutrition Institute of the Ministry of Agriculture of Russian Federation. They analyzed it, they approved it. without any failure in any product.
Wow.
Yes.
And this was in Turkey, the
Yes, this was
manufacturing
in
site?
Turkey, in Ankara. I managed all these operations or new product developments. Because we developed all the products, we tested in Ankara with, we call it invited mothers. They check it
Uh-huh.
also test, and because they have
Ah,
babies. So all together with marketing people, and they approve it, we like it, we test it, and we made laboratory and also production trials for us. One production trial for 400 kilogram, for example. So a small batch. And then
yes.
we prepared all these products, sent to Russian Federation, and they approved it without any failure. Of course, they analyze it for allergens, they analyze it for the pesticides or microbial level, everything. So perfect.
How are you able to control that on the production side? Like, I know you must have a good team, right? Also,
Yeah, of
and
course.
like, what were the precautions you had to take, and then how did you work on the shelf life of those products?
Okay. Yes. At first, we are taking samples on the fields and the processing line. All these analyses are okay. And then you are producing. Again, you are getting or taking samples, and then you are analyzing. For the shelf life, you are putting all the samples to the room conditions, and also there is a special room conditions, incubators, to analyze, to see the exact shelf life. 2 years,
Yes.
1 year. So we have to see all these parameters. And also experience, previous experience, all these we are checking, and then we are making this product is safe in 1 year. And also we are getting samples from this incubation period. First day, for example, 7 day or 15 day, and 30 days later or 45 days later. So we are calculating what is the shelf life. And also I worked in a company in Egypt, for example, in a confectionery company. They had different products. So we checked all the composition of the ingredient list, and then how we can improve the shelf life, and we revised the composition, improved the regulation ingredient list, and we improved also packaging, modified atmosphere packaging we used. So we improved until 6 months, because they want to export to GCC countries.
So for that, you reviewed the ingredients, you reviewed the packaging.
Yes. Of course,
the packaging
different
equipment.
products, different raw materials. So it may be liquid, it may be dry, or so we have to make a decision according to the product composition or the ingredient list.
Yes. So if someone would come to you now with an issue on shelf life extension, I know each case is different, depends on the product, the location, the ingredients, but what are the general aspects, like 2 or 3 or 4 parameters you review before starting a project on shelf life extension?
Yeah, of course, I have to review all the composition, raw materials, water activity. I have to see all the samples and what type of study, search they have to they perform it. And process parameters. What are the process parameters? Warehousing parameters, raw material and processing parameters, and then warehousing or storage parameters. So we have to check all of these. There are different. Is there any oxidation during processing? Yeah.
And do you also work with the equipment they have, like the type of packaging or processing machinery?
Course. Yes, sometimes you have to prevent, for example, oxidation. You have to give nitrogen, for example, to the solution.
Uh-huh.
to reduce the oxidation level in the product. So there are different parameters. We have
Yes, yes, I'm sure.
and then make a decision which one is the best.
Yes. So this process usually takes how long? If you go to assess products shelf life issue and try to provide a solution for that,
Yeah,
would you say?
It is not easy to say exact time or period, but in general, maybe is 3 months or more.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
one
maybe 15 days, because it is related to fully composition, ingredient list, and processing parameters, technology of the product. So it is changing. It is not easy.
I see.
Yeah.
So let us also now dive in your experience on factory design, construction, and operationalization, operation, let's say. So you
Yeah.
worked on factory design and setup. Can you kind of tell us, give us an example of a high-tech manufacturing facility you've worked on?
Yes. I have worked, I told you, in pharma industry.
Mm-hmm.
I was not indirectly design of the pharmaceutical factory, but in the operational side,
Mm-hmm.
during the construction and also operational side, yes, I know, because it is the first one in the Middle East. It is the biggest one, Abdi Ibrahim Pharmaceuticals, I know well. But construction, supply of the equipment, installation and validation of the equipment,
Mm-hmm.
two factories. I have managed all the from design, construction, operationalization, and validation of the equipment. In Ankara, baby food industry, I managed. One was a cereal factory, the other one was jar factory. So I have managed these operations, and we have completed earlier, 6 months earlier, for example, second jar factory in Ankara. All were state-of-the-art facilities.
The baby food sector is very important and growing sector right now. So, and especially to me, I see so much potential in that sector in the area, in the MENA region, because a lot of our baby foods are actually imported.
Yes.
So yeah, please tell us a bit more about that. What are like in general, of course, because we can't cover all the topics. What are the steps? What is different in setting up a baby food factory than, let's say, like a standard food factory?
Normally, it is similar to other factories. However, the automation processing factors should be very clear, well organized. Process parameters should be studied and standardized or optimized. And you have to know your raw materials, the quality of the raw materials. You don't have any chance to make a mistake in the quality of the product. So otherwise you will fail. And in one day, all the newspapers or internet or social media, they will write you are failing. So European Union regulation, EFSA rules, Codex Alimentarius, you have to know all the parameters and then analyze your materials and bulk products and finished products, because the figures are completely different. Limits are different. Maximum residue limits are completely different. So you have to be sure that all of the products are safe before going to the
Wow, so
market.
much to consider.
Yes, so much differences. Yes. It is a little bit complex.
Yes, look, I've worked with some baby food production sites, and I can say that really, even usually in other manufacturing sites, they're always taking care of the quality, the hygiene, the safety, and everything. But in the baby food, they are always taking so many extra measures, also asking us so many questions when we supply the equipment. Like there are so many more restrictions on the specs, and there has to be so many certifications accompanying the equipment itself, let's say.
Of course.
Uh,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I look
And
forward to working more on that in that industry.
yeah, and also, for example, in 2023, I was in a project, ASEAN Development Bank project, but it was in the healthcare sector. So,
Mm-hmm.
640 million US dollar investment,
Wow.
health hospitals and research and development laboratories. So,
Mm-hmm.
small was, yes, I think. Development of the development of skills of the people or employee skills development is very important to reduce the risks of the organization. I believe that the most important a key driver or critical parameter in the organizational development, the experience and expertise or experience, knowledge, and skills of the people in the organization. This is very important. So I have worked with different companies or international organizations to train the people, to develop their capacity and skills or their experience. I have worked in Lebanon, I have worked in Sri Lanka and Vietnam and also Azerbaijan.
Wow.
Yeah, and also in Turkey. So experience of the people. So they have to develop according to the competitors. If we benchmark against competitors, so they have to be sure that they have effective talent management and training and mentorship programs to develop their skills, to reduce their risks and to optimize their processes or to increase their competitiveness.
So your mentorship and the training to
Yeah.
agri-food processors, let's say, what topics do you cover, or like what areas? How do you give the training?
Yes. For example, in agribusiness, if you are managing an orchard, what are the risks? So you have to make an integrated pest management. You have to take some preventive measures against pests and diseases. So if you are making storage, for example, making storage in for the crops, for example, what are the risks? So how you reduce these risks or control the risk parameters to increase your profitability or
On
yield.
this,
So
who
yeah,
would you train? Who would you train in this? Like, let's say, would you train the people in that department or the management or?
in general, management side, because the skills of the management is good. So they are learning and they are making training, etc., for their people. So at first they have to know what are the key parameters to improve their processes in the orchard or crop field or in the warehouse or in the manufacturing side, for example, food processing.
Yes.
They have to know all these parameters. So the management side, it may be
Yeah.
top management or medium, or but in the employee side, because sometimes in the crop fields they are changing new employees, so it is
Yes.
easy
Yes.
to give. But management side, yes.
So if we have some clients through the industrial kingdom that would like to reach out and inquire about training and mentorship, how would you say, like, what would they be looking for in order to approach someone like you? So from which industry or what topics, or in general, for like productivity or processes you can do that?
In general, if there is an organization, if they are coming to us, we would like to get a training program from your side. If they say, in general, we are making, or I am making a risk management. What type of risks they are facing in the orchard, or supply chain, or manufacturing side, or export management, for example, in the international market or domestic market. So risk factors, if we eliminate, if we reduce the risk factors, the organization will improve and increase the productivity, and also increase the sales revenues. So all these parameters, key risks, making an assessment, identifying the gaps or challenges, and then offering them how they will solve these issues in this.
I see.
Yes.
So I understand that then you like to start from the risk assessment in order to develop your mentorship is going to be very interesting.
According to this risk assessment. Otherwise, this is the best way. You have to know what type of risks they are facing or challenges. First, identify all these, and then prepare a program or develop a program, and then organize a training program for their management.
Wonderful.
This is my way.
Wonderful. So with that, if you were to, like, if we have many, I'm sure people would like to hear your thoughts as, like, if you had one advice to give to agri-food organizations looking to scale or grow, what would you share as from your experience and what you've seen on the market?
I think that most important parameter, they have to make
risk assessment.
Risk assessment, intelligence. So they have to collect all the information as they have to check their competitors, and also make risk assessment and train the people, train their management people, maybe top management and also normal medium management levels. They have to train, and also they have to check best practices in the world. What are those? So they have to learn. Otherwise, it is not easy to compete. So they have to think globally, not in domestic way. Best practices, and also they have to implement or integrate artificial intelligence, new technologies in their processing lines or manufacturing.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to have a new specific episode about integrating AI into that's like a big topic right now, and I would like to develop on that.
Yes, of course. If they are facing challenges, of course, we are here. I am here, and we are here, for example. We can support them making risk assessments, and also we can prepare business strategy. What type of business strategy they have to develop and implement in their organization to compete in the domestic market and also international market. So there are different parameters we have to consider and develop methods or procedures, strategies to compete in the domestic and international markets, to improve organization profitability, productivity, and
innovation,
culture, and internationalization, and also visibility. Yeah.
Great. I look forward to working with you on this in Turkey, in Lebanon, and in the CIS countries, and in all the MENA region. I know it will be a great collaboration with the industrial kingdom. So I want to thank you a lot for being here today, for your time, and for sharing your really so interesting and valuable experience with us.
Thank you very much, Valerie. It is a pleasure to be here to discuss all these parameters to ensure an organization can compete in the domestic or international markets, yes, we can provide support to the organizations and improve their conditions in the Middle East, in Turkey, and Western Asia or Central Asian countries. So it will be a pleasure to collaborate with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And so to our viewers and our listeners, I would like to thank you for being here. Send us your questions for Yusuf Bey. I will share them with him. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to our Spotify, and follow us on social media channels, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and stay in touch and wait for our next episode on the Industrial Kingdom podcast. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.